Hello guys, I hope you all doing good. So I'm actually just recording everything here. Yeah, came from church a while ago, and now I wanna analyze the trade that we took a loss on. So I was listening to some music before I went to church. Right, let's just put that away. Oh, I was also listening to this. This is a good lecture, right, by Peterson, Jordan B. Peterson. He's Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. So this was good. He has his own academy now, Peterson Academy. Very good. You should have seen the first lecture. Stunning. Right, so I'm also gonna watch this. Let me just put that away. You can see I was doing the focus for the week. Actually, yeah, for this entire week. So I started from the monthly, went to the weekly, went to the daily. So now I'm gonna do the analysis of the trade we took. So let's you can see I was also marking up the charts here. Right, we're gonna do it from the daily perspective. Yeah, I think that'll be much easier. Ugh, don't tell me it's freezing, man. That'll be so annoying. Oh yeah, it is. Right, just wait. Yeah, let's remove that. Let's remove that. Let's remove that. So this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Uh, this is the daily time frame, right? This is the June high of month, July high of month, right? HM stands for high of month. So you can see here, this is actually the high of the year. It's also the high of the month. Okay, right. So Monday speed, Tuesday speed, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. NFP week. Alright, let's look at Nasdaq. What was Nasdaq doing? Monday speed, Tuesday speed, and then yeah, this is all the markups I was doing. Alright, this is intraday, 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 intraday. Yeah, this so the day July. This is July high of month. This is the high of the month for July. Oh, it's not, is it? Yeah, I think it is. This is the high of the month. Alright, wait, let me just make it thin to see. Well, look here. This high is 29895.9. This one is 29901.2. Yeah, and this one is 21897.3. Yeah, so this is the high of the month. Let me just stretch it out. Make sure, yeah. So this is the high of the month. So I'm just gonna put that as high of month. HM. Just ensure, right? So we see here on Wednesday took the high of Tuesday. Let's see on S&P 500 if that happened. Okay, same thing as well. Took the high of Tuesday. So there's no discrepancy there. So that's fine. Monday, Tuesday. Okay, here as well. Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. The only difference here is that he did not take the high of the year, which is this. Right, this is the high of the year. The high of the year. Neither did he take the high of July, because the high of July is right here. Here's the high of July. Sorry if my voice is sounding a little crunchy. Yeah, right. High of month. Yeah, there's the high of July. So I did I put this as the high of July? That's crazy. Here's the high of July actually. Yeah. And then there's the high of June. So Bryce hasn't taken the high of July and neither has it taken the high of June. But price action was the same in terms of green. The only difference is look at this candle, right? This candle is, let's measure the top to the bottom, and let us move a little bit. Sorry guys, my voice, excuse me, sounds like this because the body's catching a flu, but don't worry, it's gonna get better like ASAP, very quickly. Like, but the body is almost catching a flu, but the flu is not gonna catch me. I'm gonna get rid of it. I just need to get in my prayer closet. Prayer closet. Let's delete that. Yeah, delete. Oh, when is the locks on? Delete. Yeah. So I measured this to this low, right? Let me copy it. I'm gonna break US30 in as well, right? So let's look at US30. US30, same price action. Big candle, big candle. Only difference here is that Wednesday's candle was also very bullish. So yeah, but apart from that, they all had the same price action, right? The only difference is the volume in candle. So let's take that candle range and piece it here. This is Monday, remember? Look, you see? That candle range is bigger than this whole Monday candle. So Nasdaq candle, Monday candle range is huge. From this high to this low, it's huge. How come it looks so similar in size? Right? It's crazy. I need to reanalyze this. Let's put it there. Let's put it there. Yeah. Let's copy that. Copy, Control C. Right. Let's go there. Let's on this low first. So here, Tuesday candle took out the high of the month as well as the high of the year, HY. Let me delete that and paste that. Yeah, let's say, okay. So from, okay, let's, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna touch this. I'm gonna move it to the side. Well, I'm gonna take another rectangle, measure that, make it, uh, let's make it purple, yeah, just so we can see. I'm measuring the candle. Is this is gonna be my first time doing that? Just so y'all know. Is it the same size? No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Is it? Okay, this one is gonna be for now US30, right? Let's go to S&P 500. Let's see what S&P 500 has to say, right? Monday's candle. Oh, Monday's candle was huge. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this Monday candle was huge, right? On S&P 500, huge. You can see he had the most volume in all the pairs. Crazy. Right? This is gonna make it just so you can stand out. We'll make it blue. Right? We'll make it blue. So take that from that high to that low. Uh, Copy, Control C, Control C. Then let's go to US30 chart where we had controlled C, the other sizes. NFP. Compare the difference in size. So just click here, Control V. Right. So here it is. Right. So this is S&P 500. This is Nasdaq, and this is YM, which is US30. I'm so used to calling them by the futures. because I think it was 2020, was it 2021 or 2022 that I started looking at them and analyzing the futures, calling them the way ICT calls them, right? So breakaway gap. July was the high of the year, not June. So that's the difference. Here, July was the high of the year. Here, June was high of here. Here, June was the high of the year. Here, July was the high of the year. Let's look again. Yeah. So here, yeah, July is just the previous month, which is about here. Then prior to this month is June. So June is the high of the month here. Okay, let's go to for our charts. I don't think there's anything significant in the weekly time frame. Is the price took this liquidity? Could that be a factor? Let's see. All right, this a monthly uh by fair value gap, bullish fair value gap. Let's just say that. All right, price took liquidity, June liquidity. Yeah. So let's see here. Hmm. Here's June. Here's June. Price did not take June liquidity. So this is a bullish SMT. So we know that move that price was doing right there was a false move, right? So you're gonna put the bullish. Let me just put a plus SMT, right? And then NQ lower low. Or was it NQ? Yeah, NQ lower low, right? Now let's put it bottom. Yeah, NQ lower low. So price took the July low though. So that's something worth noting. In terms of body, took the July low. So I'm gonna mark that day as I'm gonna make it as blue level, right? Because price took it and then it's decided to go up. So I'm gonna take that, right? So far we see this. So this could be an indication, but this is the previous week though, right? The previous week could play a role in this week how it moves. So that's also important. Previous week, price took this low of July. Right, let's look on the daily time frame. I want this to show current into and below, current into and below. Yeah. So here's this. Right. Okay. So price took July low, and then moved up. Yeah. Still in July. Let's remove that. I don't want to see the time. Price took July low, went into the daily BC, bullish fair value gap, right? And there is it here. What's this? June. Yeah, it took this swing low as well, so that's good. Took July low and a swing low. Went to the daily bullish fair value gap, then showed a big candle indicating that price does not want to go any lower. Okay, that's good. Well, let's go back to the weekly. Right, so we're gonna analyze what happened the previous week, and then we're gonna analyze what happened this week. Okay, so this one here is lower low. Interesting. Right. So this took, yeah, it went into a weekly fair value gap. Yeah. We're into weekly BC. Yeah. I'm just analyzing the previous week so I can have an idea of what happened this week. Right. This is lower low. Right. But then also it took this. So I'll make this blue as well. Now this don't doesn't need to show on the weekly time frame. I'll make this blue as well. Okay. Let's see. What is this low? Look here, right? This low is saying 8202.2. What is this low? 2802.4. Very close, right? Very close. Very, very close. Maybe a little too close for comfort. Okay. Do we know this week? Wait, was the previous week on S&P bullish? Okay. I just wanted to see that. So this week was ended bearishly, but it showed a lot of bullish momentum entering. Yeah, a lot of buy side entering right by the end of the week. So that's something worth noting. I'm gonna note your ES higher low for the bottom. Let me let me enlarge the font so I can see. Okay, then let's go S&P 500. Okay, so now we know you could have taken the buy from last week. Interesting. If you knew it to take the buy. This. Let me just keep this on the lower time frames. Excuse me, wait, guys. Uh, I don't want this to show here. Same applies for that. Same applies for that. Okay. So last week here we see I closed bullishly, right? Uh, took the low of July. Interesting. Took the low of July. Yeah. Make it blue. Closed bullishly as well compared to Nasdaq. Nasdaq being the only one that closed bearishly. And then this higher low. Then put that ES and YM. It's put it in the center here. So those took the low of July. So by the last week of July, it took the low of July. Okay, let's see what happened there. It took the low of. It formed the low of July. Hmm. Hmm. It also took the low of July because that was the low of July. It took it. So they and they, that's fine. It's just they and they. Right. Alright, let me take a screenshot of. Let's go away. I'll take a screenshot of it. I just want to see something else here. Yeah, I really want to know why I took that loss. Yeah, as much as I don't like trading NFP days, I still want to know when I lose so I can win next time. I don't like losing. Like if you like losing, I don't know what type of person you are, honestly. Like I like winning. Like yo, I like winning. Uh, so this was for June, right? June. Let's put that AES and YM higher low, NQ lower low. Here, I'll take a screenshot of that. July, July low, low man taken on all. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the right side. Right, you're gonna see not yeah. Now on the font to change a little bit. Font size, make it 11. Yeah, looks a little cleaner. And then move that. Yeah, I want it to be like this. And let me copy that. Yeah, alright. Take a screenshot of that. And put the high of month, June. Yeah, top. Okay. And this is July high. July high. So here's the low of July taken. Yeah. Here, I can put that in. Yeah. Uh, no, that's in the bottom. Yes. Okay. And then for here, what I wrote on the other indice, right? I'm gonna copy it. It's here, cause it's the same thing. It applies. And Control C. Yeah. So from here to here. Here, the high of the year or month is June as well. Okay. Control V. Yeah. Yeah. June high of month. June high of month. I usually like doing this with music. Yeah, but you can hear my voice. Also high of year, right? Slash higher. Yeah. Yes. So I know when I'm marking this thing, cause I wanna see how it influence price. Okay, so these lows were all the same. It's just sorry about that. It's just these lows were not the same. So if someone saw that happening live, they could have taken a buy in here. Hmm, interesting. You see why it's good analyzing? Cause I didn't see. I was here last week, right? I yeah, I took some trades and I made some money. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't see. Well, whilst price was falling, I didn't see. I marked the charts, but I didn't like analyze. I analyzed in that I predicted price would carry on going upwards. But when it was moving live, I didn't see all the three. What was happening is in like this was going lower than this, and the others were just not going. I didn't see price enter here because I hadn't marked that level. I marked this lower one. So yeah, definitely a lesson learned. So it's a good thing. It's good to have live charts, I guess. Okay, so this is June. Here, the high of the year is in July. So that means price here has been moving very bearishly for a very long time, right? A very, very long time. So just control V, right? This is blue on all of them, right? This is red. Yeah, I'm just gonna choose that. And then let's go back there. We're gonna copy the text that we wrote on this low, and then I'll paste it on YM as well. Yeah. So control C. C means copy, right? On the keyboard. Okay, so that one was black. Right. What I was saying was black was the low from the June, the low from June to the July. Alright, that's what I was saying was black. Let's take that. Control V. I don't know where the V came from. So this is supposed to be Control P for paste. But yeah. Okay, it's fine. We can leave it black. So we see last week this took this. Yeah. So whilst price was taking that, and YM it was going lower. Yeah, they both took that, but then there was a discrepancy when it came to this low and that low. So Nasdaq took the lower low, the lower low of June, whereas YM, which is US30 and ES, failed to do so. Oh, interesting. Let me just take a screenshot of that. Let me open that, download. So we got all the three screenshots from the date, from the weekly time frame, right? So we're trying to see how this played a role. But honestly, I don't think it played a role like on the daily time frame. But let's see, right? For me personally, I don't think it played a role, but I might be wrong. Right, I might be wrong. Now, this one here was S&P 500 Monday ES candle CND. Yeah, that's the way I'll write it. And then this one here is NQ CND. Nice, fine. Put it in center. This one here is YM CND. Yeah, all of these are for Monday. Let's put it in the center as well. Right. I'm gonna do the measurements of this later. By the way, when it comes to width, it can be different. It's only the length. Right. Let's take a screenshot of that. Yeah, and then let's take the screenshot of that. Price reacted off this inversion fair value gap. Sorry, I just had to move the mic away so I can cough. Okay, so yeah, what is it? Yeah, July low. This was the July low. Yeah, this was the July low. It took it. Yeah, it was so close. It was bound to take it. Uh, okay, so that day. Okay, look at this. Okay, so this could definitely have indicated price does not want to go there. Alright, so that's good. I'm seeing. I can delete that because I already took the measurements of that. Okay, and then this came back down. Alright, and then this came down, touched here. Monday, Tuesday just flew. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday starts. It's carrying on now. Right, took this high Thursday. Sorry, the flu wants to catch the body, but it's not gonna succeed in the name of Jesus Christ. It can't succeed, it's already failed. Anyways, yeah, so this is the inversion fair value gap from here to here. We're watching here and here for this week. That's what we'll be looking for. So I'm just gonna mark this here. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking here and here. This is the nearest one. It has already been taken. But then you can see how price reacted here. Right, just came into this inversion fair value gap. It just came into this inversion fair value gap, and now it's starting to move back up. So yeah, I'm targeting this and this the high of the year. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Right. So this is like a prediction as well as an insight as to why I lost the trade. Right. Let's watch. Okay. Take that. 30 day. Okay. July taken. Same thing happened actually. Oh wait. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wait, let's go back a little bit. Wait, I'll take the screenshot of this. Let's take the screenshot of this, right? This is on 27 July, right? Wait, 27 July. It's 27 July, 27 July, 27 July. These to 27th of July. Wait. 27th of July. I'm gonna open this time because I wanna see something. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Okay. Let me take a screenshot of that. And take that. I see the 27 July here. 27 July. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Alright. So far they looking the same, right? They're looking the same. So I haven't seen any difference yet. So Thursday they all went up. Yeah, okay. Let's look on YM. Honestly, on YM as well. If it went up on Thursday or Wednesday. Oh, before that. Alright, let's see. Because Thursday, Fridays, price started going up. 27, 27, 27 July. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, they all started moving on a Thursday. Alright. They were aligned, so that's a good thing. Okay, so from the daily time frame, can't really see much. When it comes from a candle perspective, can't really see much as well. Right? Yeah, it's not really much. Let's see if I take that, move it. Yeah, yeah, it's a small difference, nothing major. Right? And let's extend this a little bit longer. Right, just to make sure they all fit. I can extend the width as much as I want. It's not gonna affect it. Okay, let's move this wording to the end, to right, and then make it like this. Let's make it like this. Yeah. Okay, let's move this to the front. Yeah. Then take that. Yeah. So YM's candle was just slightly bigger than NQ's candle. However, ES candle was the largest. Right. Yeah. Let's move this to the front too. Then I'll take a screenshot of that. Okay. So from this perspective, we understood okay how price could have been taken from last week, how a trade could have been taken from last week. It's actually an attack. So you can just carry on the momentum for this week. Yeah, we learned something. Right? We learned something. Then let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Alright, okay. You go there. You go there. Yeah, I was marking up these charts. So yeah, yeah, it took a lot of energy, honestly. Yeah, and in about an hour's time, it's gonna be a new day. It's gonna be a Monday on the side. Okay, this supposed to be here. This is supposed to be for Wednesday. Yeah, for Wednesday. That's for Thursday. That's for Friday. Then this you're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be there. Yeah, that's for Monday. Yeah, let's just put that Monday. Then there has to be for Tuesday, which is this for Tuesday. Yeah, I can delete this for now. Right. So let's see. Monday, nothing fancy. Yeah, price just started off early morning, taking that. Yeah, nothing fancy. Let's look at that. US30. It is in this level. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna mark that. Right. I'm trying to figure out why I got stopped out. So can you bear with me? I'll bring to the front. Right. Uh, let's take a screenshot of that. Let's go up. Let's see what she presented us on a Monday. Okay, so let's see. Uh, okay, Monday. Okay, I'm deleting you. I'm not really concerned about the Monday. I'm concerned about the Friday because Friday was when I took the trade. Yeah, so for me, it's like, why did I lose on a Friday? Even though I was plainly taking the trade and retaking it, still, why did I lose? Right? How can I prevent the loss from happening again? Even if I'm just taking it even if I'm taking a high risk, on a high risk day, how can I ensure? Yes, the trading's probability is high. How do I ensure it's so high that even on a high low probability day, I still make money? Okay, that's just my obsession. I'm not gonna trade every day. It's just me. I wanna know, like, how can I do that? Right? Let's make that daily. Uh, Inversion favorite gap. We're gonna put a plus D. If you like my voice, yo, tell me, guys. If you like my voice, tell me. I'm gonna stop. I'll pray to God to give me this voice. I'm sure you can hear me breathing, yo. The mic is so close to me. It's crazy. Yo, broski, we are talking about dedication and hard work, like with one of my guys, or with actually my guys. We talk about dedication and hard work, and we came across an artist that we know, and we spoke and said, "How is it you've been rapping for 6 years, right? 6 whole years, and we don't see any progress in your lyricism. We don't see any progress in the way you rap. We don't see any progress in your freestyling. Like, we don't see any progress whatsoever. So how can you truly tell us that you've been working for 6 years? So it means you don't take your craft seriously at all. That's what it basically means. For me, it's sad to dedicate so much time into something, hoping that you blow up, because that's what it is. You're hoping, you're not working. That's the difference, right? There are people working so they blow up. Then there are people that are hoping they blow up. And the hope uh, uh, is not promised. The working hard is promised. Because even the Bible itself says, seest thou a man diligent in his work, he shall stand before kings and not mere man. That means even God himself acknowledges that if you're diligent in what you're doing, you stand in front of great people. You'll be among the greats. So this thing about hoping to be great but not putting in the work, it doesn't even work in theory because the probabilities are just low, like surprising, low, yo. Oh, shame. We spoke about the topic, and I mentioned my own point of view, being that I don't understand. Like, if I decided to be a rapper in 6 months, I'll likely be better than him because I'll put my energy into it. Like, learn how to rhyme. If I gotta learn how to master my own music, learn that. By the time I'm done, yo, you won't even tell that this guy was never a rapper because I'll put my heart into it. That's what people are missing nowadays, the heart. They just wanna post and pray that they somehow blow up and everybody gets to know them. That they become a millionaire, multi-millionaire overnight. Yeah, it doesn't. Go and try the lottery. Alright, go and try the lottery. At least they you spend so much more less. Cause time is money. Time is valuable. Why spend your time just smoking weed? I'm not against smoking. Don't get that wrong, right? Some of my friends smoke, right? So I'm not against smoking. I'm saying it comes off like it comes off as if you smoking and hoping that it brings you some form of, or it brings people some form of tribalism, in the sense of, oh, I'm also a smoker, let me go support him. Even smokers support people that they feel are contributing to their life. It's a reality of life. That's just the way it is. People support, yeah, sometimes they get those nice people that just want to support everyone. But most of the time, you won't get those type of people, right? I remember while touching on that topic. I remember when my friend, right, because he has his own YouTube channel and he does it from home, faceless YouTube channel. Amazing guy, amazing guy. I'm not gonna mention his name here. Yeah, because we were talking, right, and I mentioned his name. I remember when they first started out doing the YouTube videos, like at the very beginning when we were still in high school. Yeah, yo, bro was bad, bro. Like, his thumbnails were terrible, but I was supporting him because he was my friend. Supporting in the sense of, yeah, like, I wasn't a big fan of those videos about kissing and grabbing other women back buttocks. Yeah, I'm just using buttocks, but it's bombs. Yeah, kiss and grab and smash or pass. Yo, those were not my videos. I gave up on those videos because I became serious with God to an extent. To an extent, right? Excuse me. To an extent, I became serious with God. So, I decided back then that nah, I'm not gonna be watching these type of stuff. So let me just distance myself from this thing. But because he was my friend, so what I did was I'll just play the video and then do something else because I wanted him to reach the watch time. Yeah, I think that happened. But yeah, they got into a conflict. Him and the person who was doing the YouTuber. Yeah, money, 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 money. Yeah, if you're greedy for money, could break friendships. I've had a lot of friendships that got broken over money. Not, and it's funny enough, I never lent any of them. I'm not the one owing them money. Most of the time, it's them owing me money. All the time. Well, I'm even saying most of the time. I owe people money, and I always pay back. Always, always. If you allow me, I can even pay you back with interest. I'm just like that. Ask everyone that I've lent money from. Everybody, everybody that I've owed in my life, I pay back your money ASAP. As soon as I get money, I'll pay you back because I don't want someone on my neck. I know what it's like to follow someone for your money. It's not a good thing at all because you don't want to ever lend that person money again. So yeah, we spoke about it, and I was touching on how look at him now, like he's so good, and he's been doing the editing of videos and posting from the time he was like in matric. Look how good he is now. You see, I can see improvement. I can see the thumbnails now. I can see the way he's editing. I can see the way he's posting. How he's growing his channel so much faster. He knows the algorithm. He knows what to post. He knows how to change things. He knows how to get subscribers easier. You can see the improvement because you see that this person has a passion or love and energies being placed into his art form. Example, myself, I'm putting time into this. After church, I could have taken a walk and said, ah, nah, I need to rest. But I came here and now I'm trying to figure out how I lost that money. Okay, it wasn't real money, it was demo money because I didn't take the trade on my live account. To be honest, after I took the trade, I felt kind of wrong. Like my conscience was haunting me because as much as I don't trade on that day, even though I took the trade on a demo, my conscience was still haunting me. I felt so bad. Like, yo, why did you take the trade? Why did you take the trade? You don't trade on those NFP days. Why did you take the trade? So my conscience was haunting me. Yo, it was bad, guys. I felt sad. It's almost similar to the feeling of when you grieve the Holy Spirit and just have to keep saying sorry, 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 sorry until that grieveness goes away. Right? This is an example for Christians. So hey guys, it was painful, like painful. And yeah, but eventually yeah it went, thank God, yo. Cause yeah, wait, did I take the screenshot of the S&P 500 on the 1 hour chart? Let's check. Let's have a look. Just make sure. Yeah, I took it on the 1 hour chart as well. Okay, that's good. And US30. Oh my God, he's sending me a message right now. Yeah, it's so nice being a baby that's actually a baby. Yeah, so nice having a baby that's actually a baby. So cute. Like my girl is so beautiful, guys. I brag about her. I can brag about her. She's a woman. She's a wife. Right? She's a wife, and I take so good care of her in that when it comes to making sure I keep her, because I really do love her like that, and I'm planning on keeping her until marriage. So uh, yeah, God knows, God knows. Right? I'm really honestly keeping her until marriage. So yeah, devil can try. I'm not falling like that. That's the only sin I'm so confident I won't commit. But not by my own strength though, don't get it wrong. Hey, by the help of the Holy Spirit, because the fruit of the Holy Spirit is self-control. Hey, think alone I could do it. Even though I didn't trade for 3, though I didn't, interact sexually with any woman for like 3 plus years. Hey, you could fall at any time, my brother. Hey, be careful. This is a 4 hour level, right? For our PC. Yeah, gonna put it on top. Okay, so let's go on this. Alright, we're gonna go on Friday. Okay, let's first analyze Monday. Went up, went up, went up, started turning, went down. I don't think it's important for us to analyze these other days because I don't see how they're gonna help us. Because price action was likely similarly the same for all of them. This made a higher high. Yeah, the other one made a higher high as well. See, took the high. Then yeah, basically did the same thing. hmm So the question is, price reach its total dealing range for the week? If price reaches dealing range and that's why it started coming down and remained within the range. Oh, what was the template? Monday, low of the week. Wednesday, high of the week. Wait, let's look. But how would you have known that Wednesday would be the high of the week? That's a good question to ask. Yeah, okay. So here's 50% of the range. Here's 25% of the range, right? Mm. So this is a good area to buy basically. Like, ooh, I'm not gonna say it, but this is a good area to buy. This 1 hour BC. Look at this 1 hour BC daily inversion favor gap. It's above the 50% of the range. It's inside a 4 hour BC. Yo, this is a good. This is a good area. I actually bought here. Yeah, I think I bought here on my live account. Was it here too? Let's check. Oh, yeah. But I remember I bought on my live account. Alright, settings, execution marks. Yeah, see here I bought. This one went green, right? I made money here. I bought here. This was taken on my live account. This one was also taken on my live account. So I traded Monday. No, I don't think did I trade on Monday? Let me check on my let me just check for y'all instead of assuming things here, right? It was the 3rd of August, right? 0308, 0308. No, I did not trade on Monday. So I traded on 0508. So this, yeah, so I took this trade on my live account. It means these ones I probably got stopped out. Yeah. And then I took on Wednesday 05 and I took on Thursday 06. So this trade, yeah, I actually took this trade, yeah. Like from here till here. Like crazy. It's a beautiful trade because it's also within the range from the weekly high to weekly low. Okay, so let's assume we knew, right? We knew somehow that this maybe we could use the XY as well to see how this. Let's overlay. Let's put DXY. Not that one. That I'm using it. Uh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Now you're gonna change the candles. I wanna see something. Right. Price went higher Wednesday. Yeah, this one was doing nothing. Look, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, it wasn't very useful here. Or maybe I need to. Yeah, it wasn't very useful. Here it was going up. hmm As price was going up, it was also going up. Tuesday, it was going down. This was going up. Wednesday, it started going up in the. Okay, that explains what this down move. So here it's a higher high. Let me mark this level right here. Uh, Turn. There's the here. There's that. Does it have? Remove the time label, and then let's mark that. That. Then let's mark that. Huh. So this made a higher high. Then it's made a lower low. Okay. Okay. It was the highest high. Uh, this is the low of the week. The low of the week is here. No, no, no. It took the low of the week here. Yeah, I honestly don't know how I could have caught this. How I could have prevented that trade, honestly. How I could have prevented a loss. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Okay, not on this. Let's delete this. Let's delete that. I'm saying on this one here. Because the trade did move on my direction, but just didn't reach the target. And you want your trade to reach the target. So, okay, let's focus on this day specifically, right? Let's see the day. What happened, right? This NFP release. Let's remove that for now. Because this NFP release, no. Yeah, NFP release is somewhere here, right? This is for CB, BC. This is a 1 hour, right? 1 hour level. But it's not very important because price is still in the 4 hour level. And I take this, mark the midpoint, middle range of the level. Alright. Uh, okay, let's go on the 15 minutes. I'm gonna focus on that on Friday only. Alright, because I only have like 30 minutes before the new day starts. Uh, it's loading. Yo, I'm trying to find out how could. Because if I can't find out, or if I don't find out right now, eventually I will find out. But if I don't find out right now, how I could have prevented a loss, what I'm going to do is uh, just analyze the day, like every NFP day, and avoid trading them and just analyze, Then from then, I could be able to tell exactly how how to go about those specific days. Yeah, yeah. I trade Monday to Wednesday. Yo, Monday to Wednesday, I can trade those days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know why it's doing that, Manje, right? On no, it's named that. Yeah, yeah. Ra, 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 ra. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Just wait. Relax, guys. It's gonna show. It's gonna show. It's gonna show. Just relax. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah, I told you. It's gonna show. Alright. So let me look at this from a 15-minute time frame perspective. Alright. Okay. Huh. Maybe I need to see the other ones at the same time, you know? Maybe it will help. Yeah, it was gonna be so nice if I could have like another chart here and here so I can properly like analyze this thing. Okay, let's see where I took the trade. Execution marks. Hey, where are the execution marks now? Did I click on it? Yeah. So why is it not showing? Yeah. This was Friday, yeah. Definitely took the trade on this pay. Is it still connected to my phone? Yeah, it's still connected to my phone. So now is it lagging? Okay. I'll just leave it for now. Okay. So I believe I took the trade somewhere here, right? Oh yes, I think it was somewhere here. Then I believe the target was here after this 9:30. The target was here. Then price started moving towards our direction. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Took the trade somewhere here. Where is the execution uh, on this execution? Uh, not showing. Why? Oh, okay. I need to click here. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. Okay, let's look on the 15-minute time frame. Look. So I took the trade from here. From here. This is a beautiful trade. Just look at this. Look at this movement from here to here. The target was here. That was my target. Imagine that was my target. Look how close price came to target. And then I took another trade here, which got stopped out here. And then I took another trade here, which got stopped out here. Huh. This is a good entry. Very good entry because the next candle was just went slightly below that. Bodies respected the low. This formed the swing low, and then price went came so close to the target. Alright, let me take a screenshot of that. Okay, let's analyze from the morning. I'm not gonna look here because I didn't trade day. Right, let's analyze from the morning. From the morning, shares been going up, up. Did she take any liquidity? Right, she's just been going up. PM session got taken before 8:30. Right, 8:30 just went into this level. Is that it? Oh, I didn't account for that. Right, let's see. Let's put there. Let's remove the midpoint. Let's make it reddish. Oh yeah. But then the bodies just came in there. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Wait, I wanna see something. 15 minutes CB, right? Look at the bodies. They came right in there. Why couldn't it just wick above that? That's all it had to do. Just wick above that. That's all it had to do. Just wick above that. But this high was protected. Why was this high protected? Huh. Why was this high protected? And is there a way for me to have known that this high would have been protected? Huh. Let me take a screenshot of this. Huh. Uh, this 8:30 when the NFP got released. Let me just write NFP day so I know when I'm analyzing, when I'm going over it. NFP day. Huh. Uh, how would I have known that this high would be protected? Is there a way I could have done a projection? Uh, it took this liquidity, yeah, and I'm gonna make it black just so I can see it. Took that liquidity, okay, and took it even here as well because it went above it, yeah, yeah. Even this trade price went, do not close in the upper range of this. This candle closed on top of this and on top of the 50% of this upper range. So the next candle you would have expected it to just touch on the 50%, the 50% of this upper range, and then hit this on the 1 minute, just touch here and then hit that. Oh, this candle itself just wick on top, and then this next candle just fall. But that didn't happen. Why? Uh, uh, let's go on the 5 minute. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Alright, so this swing got respected. I wanted this level to hold. This disrespected it. This started consolidating below it. I thought it was waiting for the 1050 to 1110 macro, but it even consolidating during that macro. Because remember I took the buy here, right? Then I took another buy here. But I believe I moved my stop loss here, but it wasn't in profit. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but yeah, we in price here my stop loss, but because of this entry, apparently this entry is lost. How many points did I take here? about one, about one. Apparently, this loss covered like was so much. Even this profit couldn't cover it because this. See, I got stop loss. I got stopped at just close to the entry. Yeah. Then I took another entry, and then I got full, and then I got stopped out again. Yeah. Question is, why didn't price just wake above this to make this straight? Yeah, let me make it big so I can see it nicely. Let me bring it to the front also. Go to the front. Bring it to the front. Bring it to the front. Then I'll bring the candles to the forefront. Okay. So this trade was good and I started in the 950 macro, right? So as soon as 950 macro is starting, took the buy and then price went up. I think personally, I think it's like a matter of strength. I think there was a switching of strength or something, right? So, it's easier to notice these things when you live compared to when you like looking at it here. It's easier to notice them when you're live. It's so much easier because you can see, okay, this one is no more strong, this one is now weak, okay, this one is stronger, this is not just following. Yes, after price is played out, I don't know. I think you can still do it. Let's see what I can do. I'm just gonna see what I can do on my side. Yeah, because I still need to do like the weekly overview, Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday for this week. Father, thank you. And then plan my week, Monday to Friday to Sunday. Yeah, as well. So, yeah, that's something else. Alright, so from 8:30, because there's a switch of strength. There was like a shift in strength. Somehow, there was a shift in strength. You know, when you can, it's hard to explain it, but I could feel this like strength has been shifted to an extent. I don't know how, something, I don't know how to explain. But I could feel like the strength had just changed. Because remember, it was the strongest, and then all of a sudden it became weak. Okay, let's look at this, right? 950 10 macro took liquidity and then did its usual thing. And then 1030 it does a retracement and then carries on 1050 macro, right? This is actually a pattern the price does. If you don't know, it's actually a pattern. Yeah, it's a pattern. 950 takes liquidity and then 1030 does a retracement and then 1050 carries on. Yeah, it's a pattern. So, okay, it happened here, right? 950 took liquidity here, right? Let's see here, did 950 take liquidity? Or was it prior to 950? Let's see. I think here was prior to 950. Here, it was 930 that took the liquidity. Then 950 to 1010 didn't really do much, did it? They didn't take any. Oh, they only took these lows. Yeah. Okay, so it went back here and took also this low again. 930 low, 830 low. But yeah. Uh, uh, let's watch on S&P 500. Let's see what happened here. Oh, huh. So it's a matter of strength changing. Now, how do I? Cause sometimes it takes time to identify the strength change. So how do I identify which one will hit my target and which one it won't? Which one won't? Huh. Okay. Here, 950 1010 macro. 830 are taking this liquidity. Let me remove this. Wait. We'll put it here. 830, 930 are taking this liquidity. 950 1010 macro takes this 930 low and sell side. Wait, look here. The 930 low is taken, right? And then this, right? Let me make this big. I make it 4. I make it yellow. It is 930 low and this 950, right? Let's see. Nasdaq 930 low and 50. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm getting on something. I think I'm catching something. Yeah, okay. Then if you look at this one, I think I got it. If you look at this one, yeah, if you look at this one, the the 930 low is actually the lowest low. There's no, it's actually the lowest one. Okay, let's take this, right? Put it there. Look. Oh, wait. But then why did it lose strength? Yeah. Huh. Why did it, why did she lose strength? I don't know. Right, it's a matter of figuring that out, right? Why did she lose strength? I don't know. So let's look at that. Huh. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Uh, I'm saying, uh, okay. Let's look at the 8:30 to 9:30, right? I'm looking at significant times because, mind you, it's time and price, right? So I'm looking to see if somehow like this something I can figure out, right? Something. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for something, and I know it's time related. It's 9:30. Maybe this will indicate to me like the strength. I don't know. I really don't know, honestly. Right. We'll find out. Okay, so this low is lower than this low. Right. We can see that now. Uh, uh, yeah. But yeah, this we know this 930 low is lower than the 830. Very, very low. Huh. Could that have meant? Wait. Okay, let's look at that. Right? Because for me, this was strong. For me, this was strong. I was like, wow, this is so strong. Let me take the buy here. But then it didn't reach the target. It came close to target. I could have closed here. This was, to be honest, yeah, I should have only took one trade. If I took two, I would have taken a partial here and left one and then move my stop loss here to break even. Just slightly above break even. Right. Let's remove this one now, right? And I don't like the charts having so many stuff. Right, let's remove that as well. I can look with my eyes. Okay. Let's go on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see what the 1 minute is saying, right? The 1 minute could be telling us something that we haven't seen on the 5 minute. Let's see what the 1 minute is telling us. Okay. This is the joining point. Yeah. Yeah. This is, yeah. Okay. So look, took the buy here. Expected this remain partially open, which price did. Respect, right? Thank you very much. And then I took another buy here. Here. Firstly, this was supposed to hold price, right? If price wanted to take this high, because this was a high probability trade. I believe I even said on the live stream, this is a high probability trade, but not a high probability day, right? I had marked price to retrace here, and then take the buy to this level. Okay, let me just mark the level, right? And I see something. This 8:30, this 9:30. And let's move that there. Let's move it to the front. Yeah, and of course I always want the body, the candles to always be at the forefront. Always, 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 always. Alright, let's take that. Then yeah. Still on Friday, right? We're still on Friday. Yeah, I'm not focusing on anything that happened after my trade. I'm looking at during my trade because that's what I want to know, how I could have not lost. Okay, right. So, okay. So, before 9:30, before 9:30, Nasdaq was the strongest. That's what we can clearly see. And then before 9:30, Nasdaq was the strongest. Before 9:30, let me write it down, right? Before 9:30, this is what I've analyzed so far, right? Before 9:30, or until 9:30, until 19. Let's say from 8:30. From 8:30 a.m. to about 9:30 a.m. Nasdaq, which is somewhat you'll call NQ, was the strongest on the the upside. Yeah. Same ES, right? ES ES. I'm writing ES. You guys are probably like, what ES is? S&P 500 slash ES was the second, right? Second strongest. to the upside. YM was the weakest. Yeah, right. Okay, let's take this. Right. We try and figure out que de localize my share. He's probably sending to his wife or something. That's not my business. Oh, that's my spiritual father. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I'll tell you how I got to this, right? So let's take the screenshot of this. We're gonna take a screenshot of this. So I said from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Nasdaq was the strongest on the upside. S&P 500 slash ES was the second strongest to the upside. YM was the weakest. Mind you, the second strongest is basically the follower. I told you there are three types. There's the strongest, there's the weakest, and then there's the follower. So S&P 500 slash ES was the second strongest to the upside. So it was the follower in this case, right? So it was following basically Nasdaq. Right. Let's go. Let's go. Let me explain how I got to this conclusion. Let's go to YM US30. I'll show you something. Right. See. All right. So by the 9:30, right? Look at this 8:30. By 9:30, price was already down. Right, it was already down. So by the time the 9:30 candle opened, price just did a small retracement, then went down. So that's why I'm saying it was the weakest already by the time that before the 9:50 macro started. So from this range to this range, price was the weakest. Because yeah, basically this candle closed also bearishly, right? Even if we take this, right, and we put this, it's still the weakest. You can see that, right? So let's take a screenshot of that. And now let me explain to you why I say ES. Right, ES was the second one, second strongest to the upside, or slash follower. I think we found out why we lost that trade. So YM was just used as a means to create an SMT. Huh? Is that it? Interesting, interesting, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Mind you, there's the swing prior to the 8:30 release, so you could even use that to indicate that okay, S&P 500 was actually the second strongest before the release, or was it the first strongest? Wait. We're gonna look at that. We're gonna look at that. So we're analyzing right now the 8:30 to 9 level. I'm just waiting for this to load on my side. Yeah, it's still connected to my Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm still connected to my phone. When I say my Wi-Fi, I mean my phone. My phone is my Wi-Fi. Yeah, yeah. Hey. Okay, so look here, right? Almost like crazy. You see, and here the move goes up first. Yes, it's a false move, but yet it goes up first. That's the key. It goes up first. What happens? It goes up first, right? After the 9:30 release, right? What happens? It goes up first. It goes up first. Wow, that's beautiful. Let's delete that. It goes up first. Huh? So we definitely see S&P 500 was the strongest, was the second strongest, right? And then it went down, right? Mind you, this is the nearest swing before prior to the news release, so we're gonna look at that as well, right? For all of them, right? Here we can see it's lower than the 9:30 open for Nasdaq. Let's see. Right. This is how you analyze to make sure you don't get things wrong. Yo, like yeah, it's lower than the 9:30 open even here, right? Even if you don't use the 9:30, you use this, it's still lower. This swing is lower than that, so it's still good. And then let's look for US30 or YM. Alright, US30 is this. Yeah. Some of your people, some guys call it YM. If you're trading futures, it's called YM. Yeah, because I feel like only on futures, right? I haven't researched it, but it seems only on futures it's actually called. It stays the same no matter what you're trading. Okay, even if you use the swing, the nearest swing low, right? Right, even if you use this nearest swing low, right? Yeah, it's still lower than that. And then this price started going bearishly first and then went bullish. Hmm, interesting. But now, could it be, right? Could it be, yeah? Could it be that YM slash US30 was only used to create an SMT for the other indices to start climbing bullishly? Huh. We need to analyze that. Huh. That's something worth analyzing. Could it be that YM slash was only used to create an SMT for the other indices to start climbing bullishly? Because after, okay, let's watch the 950 macro, right? Uh, huh. 950 macro didn't do much here. Besides, take the slow. Yeah, took the slow. Created equal, a lot of equal highs. Failed to take that low. Failed to take that low. Failed to take that low. And then it took that low, that low. Took that high, sorry. Failed to take that high. Failed to take that high. Failed to take that high. And then it took that high, and that high in one sweep. One, two, three candles took all these three highs. And then four. The fourth candle took this high. Then this one retraced into here. Beautiful setup. I don't know if I call this one live, right? This was actually supposed to be a beautiful last minute entry. Enters here and then it stops short of that level. Huh. Huh. Let's look at the 950 macro. Right. Nothing much happened here. Right, I'm gonna take a screenshot because of this question that I said, so I can see behind my brain if it was actually used for that. Okay. Oh, let me wish my girl good night. Sweet dreams, right? Nighty. Love you. Yo, make sure. PS, 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 PS. Right. Let me just ensure. Right. It's on time. Um, you Yeah, and or yeah. Okay, we're gonna analyze that just now. No, no, no. I'm gonna make sure I send this on Tuesday. Mm, yeah. Uh, yeah. Oh, okay. I did definitely need to tell that. Thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. Okay. Yeah. So that's done. So back to what I was doing. Okay, let's look at the 950 macro here. Right. So you can see they play different things in different in both of them. Here, it actually used the 950 macro to take the 830. So also liquidity. Huh. Interesting. It used the 950 macro to take the 830. So also liquidity. Okay, that's what it did here, right? Uh, let's look what it did on S&P 500. Right. Let's see what it did here. It used the 930 to take the swing low and some other outside liquidity. So it didn't just take the 830, it took the 830 and more. But does that constitute the reason that my other trade did not go through? Okay, let's look at this. The high. Let's look at this high, right? Uh, this is the 830 is not the highest high, right? This is a high higher than the 830, right? Let me just write that down. High, higher, higher than there. This was a beautiful market maker sell model. If you took this, it was beautiful. 830, right? Candle. I'm writing the forward candle, right? Let's remove that and put a small letter. Higher than the 830 candle. Copy, Control C, right? Every time I notice something else that I didn't notice before, I write it down, right? Because that could be the reason the price took that target instead of it not taking on the other indices. So that could be the reason. It's actually time sensitive, so it's a good thing. Right. So let's look at that. Okay. Yeah, here there's definitely a high higher than the 832. So you're gonna post that there. You're gonna put it there. Uh, here there's also a high higher than the 830. I'm just gonna put it in between like this, right? High higher than the 830 candle. I'm gonna take that. Okay. Let's go look on YM. So we see. So they made higher highs, right? For all of them, NQ and ES made higher highs. Let's see YM. I think YM the highest high was actually the 830 candle. Right. Was it? No. There's also a high higher than the 830 candle. So we can't use that as a reason for trade not being hit. Yeah, uh so we can't use that as a reason for trade not being hit because all of them had a high higher than the 830 candle. And here's the 830 candle. When the 830 candle closed below the consequential encroachment of the 15-minute CB. Uh, uh, Alright, so what could it be? What could it be? There was a shift in strength. Because she became weak, like really weak. She was not moving at all. Okay, let's see after 10:30, right? After 10:30, let's see how that played out. Let me put the eye here. Let me put the detective to the side. Let's see what happened at this side, right? Let's see what happens after 10:30. After excuse me. Okay. Yeah, so I'll take a screenshot of that. Right. Let's go upwards. Mm, this like I ask myself questions. I wanna know. I wanna know what happened. Cause mind you, we already analyzed the 950 macro. Right here, it took liquidity. All of them took liquidity. It's only the degree to which it took liquidity that's different. Here it went into a 50-minute BC. Two, two actually, two 50-minute BC. This one and that one. Yeah. And then, okay. So here it retraced into a 5-minute BC after 10:30, right? Price retrace into high, high minute BC, right? I want to put that there. I want to change the font a little bit, yeah, just so you can fit in this box. Excuse me. All right, the 5-minute busy. Excuse me. What's this? It's a 4 hour favor I got, right? Maybe that's why. Cause here, price was already outside its fair value gap. It was already it closed in the upper range. After 950. As soon as it went below the 0.25, it went back up above the 0.25. Well, huh. I'm not really making this video for y'all. I'll actually look back into this video, hey, just so you guys know. Hey, maybe I might have said something that I can't catch on right now, but when I'm rewatching the video, I'll be like, oh, that's it. Right, so it's a good video to look back at. Here also, retraced back into a 5-minute breaker. Uh, retraced into 5-minute breaker. Yeah, retraced into a 5-minute breaker. Excuse me, sorry about that. Excuse me. Right, I'm only sleeping once I'm done with this thing. Right, retraced into a 5-minute breaker. Alright, that's perfect. Take that. Done. Okay. Uh, Interesting. What did I say earlier on? Uh, yeah, this is a 4 hour busy too. I think I found it. I think I found it. Wait. They all were in a 4 hour busy. No way. Wait, no way. Right. Where's the. Oh, wait. I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Let me just make sure. Right. When I take this high, when I go to this midpoint, right? This midpoint here, 0.5. Here's 50% of the upper 4 hour BC. Alright. Let's put 0.5. Look at that. Price went slightly below the upper quadrant of the upper quadrant, because this is a 50% range, right? Oh, wait. Okay. Uh, let me write this down, right? Notes. Notes. All the indices were in a 4-hour BC, but the depth of each varied. Hey, I was about to write verified. Hey, I forgot how to spell varied, or I'll remember. I can't forget. I will remember. Very. Is that it? Oh, boom. Like, varied. Okay, note all the indices were in a 4-hour BC, but the depth of each varied. Depth of retracement. It's not only retracement of each, within it, within the PD array varied. Okay, alright. So this is important, right? So I'm gonna mark this, right? I wanna make this a different color so it stands out. So this note must stand out, right? Copy, download. You go there, yeah, and then okay, right? This. Wait, let's see. Was it used yesterday? Mm. Oh, this just brings it to a different level. Oh, so, the law. Oh, okay. So Bryce has been working this for our busy. Here on Thursday it worked it. Though it didn't go lower than the 50%, but price remained on the upper 50%. Yeah, so that's a good thing, right? Okay, that's good. That could be one factor that led to the strength on S&P 500. All right. Let me just copy that, right? Control C. You can see Control C. Right, that's for copying anything at all on your PC. At least based on my experience. Let me change the font to 12. There's a lot of things on the charts here. I don't like that. But okay, 9:30. All right. Let's remove that. Right. We're gonna remove that. We're gonna remove that. Right. Because I think I found the answer. I think the answer is this. Yeah, I personally think that's the answer. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Right. Let's thank you, Lord. Let's put this down. Right. And note all the indices. All the indices were in a 4-hour BC, but the depth of each within the PD array varied. Okay, wonderful. Right, wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. This line must show this white line. So I need to put an IV. Right. So when I see that I know, okay, I'm looking from at this white line, right? 0.75 upper range, right? Okay. What else? Right. Okay. Wonderful. Let's check the okay. So we can delete this. We don't really need that information anymore. What else do I need to delete? Okay, I deleted that because it was taking a lot of chart time. Okay, the price took this liquidity. Okay, wonderful stuff. Let me just let me mark this liquidity. Alright, I'll make it a little slightly smaller and dashed. Alright, let me make it a little bigger. Just make it pink. read now to match what's going on around here. Okay, so let's take that. Okay, and then let's go here. Right, this was also enough for our BC. Right, I'm about to get this. I am about to get this. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. Whew. This is definitely it. You can't tell me it's not it. Right. Okay. Let's take that. This is 12 a.m. Where is the measurement? Where is this measurement coming from? This measurement is coming from far, eh? Eh? Where is the measurement coming from? Let's look on the 15 minute. Where is the measurement coming from? I think it's coming from like the range height. Yeah, I'm deleting you, bro. Like, I'm deleting you. Because at that moment, I don't know if you're the high or not, right? So I can't keep you there, right? So we need. Okay. We delete that. We delete some stuff here, right? Okay, delete that. Let's delete that. Okay, I think this should be enough. This should be fine. Okay, let's delete that too. Delete that too. Delete. Alright, I can delete that. Okay, it's fine. We can keep that. Okay. Okay. Just reduce the font size. Make it 12. Stretch this a little bit. Okay, we're looking at this. Put that. Bring it up. Put the letters, the wording down. Bring that thing. Okay. All right. Was this used? Wait. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Here, ooh, wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. Here, the lower BC was even used yesterday. Price went up until the very low of the BC. And it went higher. Now it's in the upper range of the BC. So this retracement was okay. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So basically, at the lower range here, price is balanced. Price is balanced at this lower range. We don't want price coming back in this lower range. Okay, so that should have been the mindset at that time. Okay, wonderful stuff. All right, wonderful stuff. Let's see. Let's see. That's just one of the things that contribute to about to take the trade, right? And strength. Now we're gonna look 12 a.m. candle. Sorry, bro. Like, gonna put you on the side. We look here, right? This eye. So when I'm here on the charts, I know what I'm looking at. Alright. Then take this from here. I want to start from this side. From here until here. Ooh, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Ooh, this is beautiful stuff. Oh. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing stuff. Look at this. Yo, look at this. How beautiful is that? The bodies seem to be closing above the consequential encroachment of the midpoint of the 5-minute BC, but in fact it's closing above the 0.25 level instead. Oh, beautiful stuff. Wow, 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 wow. Look at this 15-minute BC, right? And look at this one. Ooh, price took liquidity here and then went tapped into the lower one by week. Bodies came straight out, closed above the 0.25 level. Price retracing here. Ooh, beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Okay, let's just paste that there. All right. So far we see, what have we seen? We've seen that both NQ and ES. Right, I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna copy that. All right, notice. All right, notice. Uh, both NQ and ES are in the uppermost level of the 4-hour BC, right? And then NQ had yesterday on Thursday balanced the lower 4-hour BC, whereas ES had entered but remained in the upper level on Thursday. Huh, beautiful stuff. So we, I like saying we are so much. So I was expecting price to remain in the upper 50% of the 50% of larger range. Yeah. Let's say upper 75%. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. So this make it 14. Let me 11. Change the color here to orange. Yeah, so we can see. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Right. Notice both NQ. Okay. Right. And then let's see YM. This is where I took the trade. Guys, yo, how long have I been recording the screen? I don't know, but I'm gonna post it. Ha! I found you. So this is why. So on Thursday it broke through the range. Friday from Thursday, this was the first time price entering back into the range. So on Thursday just flew through the range. Alright. So that explains why this low is protected. Now, okay, okay, let's see. It explains why this low is protected. Because this low came to also liquidity, right? And It is the first exterior move after price went to the upper range of the 4-hour BC. So beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So that's why you saw the immediate rejection, and what I predicted played out beautifully as well. Because price just had no option, right? Of course, my reason for predicting was purely based off this, but then I hadn't considered other factors that I'm considering now. But then we see how they all align together, right? So beautiful stuff. Whew. Wow, this is amazing. Price is so beautiful when you understand what it happened, what happened, what had happened, how it's so beautiful. Okay, so I, I definitely understand that the reason it was weak here, Manji. Right, I definitely understand. Right, so the reason, boom, hey, did I not press Control V? Oh, I did. All right. No, 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 no. Relax, my brother. Relax. Ah, YM, the mother, the widow maker. Hey, I thought I broke one headset. YM ended up, okay. YM on Thursday made a pass through. That's one, right? The entire 4-hour BC and closed below. Mm, excuse me. At the 9:30 at the 9:30 release. At the 9:30 release. It was the first time price went outside the 4-hour BC after having made a retracement into the zone at at what time? 6 a.m. 6 a.m. The 8:30 a.m. NFP released drove price higher up into the 4-hour basic. Yeah, there it is. Look at the 950 macro. Price is still at the lower BC. Wait, I think I found it. I think I found it. Let's move this. At the 950 macro on YM, price is still at the lowest bottom of the 50% larger range. Yeah, whereas, right, let's look at it before we conclude, before we say what is not true, right? Let's look here. Right, let's look. Look at this. Upper, upper. No, not this one. I was saying upper for this. Whereas N, Q, and ES are in the upper 50% of the larger range. Not even upper 50%, upper 75%. So we I expected a larger move from the other from what the other, let's just say from ES and NQ. YM was just used as an indication for upward incoming movement on the other sisters. Yes, I spelled other wrong. Corrected. Yeah, done. Yeah, that was beautiful. Took time, but it's definitely worth it. I'm first gonna make it yellow until to stand out. How you ended up white now? 16. This was a nice question, eh? See how the question helped? Yeah, I can't make it 16. I have to make it like 14 or something. Let's just make it 12. Yeah, eh? Yeah, I'll put a lot of information in there. Yeah, yellow it just won't do it. Let's make it black. Nah, black is just too. There's black everywhere. Let's make it blue. Yeah, blue is fine. Cause I need to put importance into it. Notice. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's this under 5 minutes. Let's go under 1 minute. Uh, this is the lower 50% of the range. Right, there is it under 1 minute. Yeah, yeah. I think I found out the reason for the weakness. So it was just used as a means to indicate that price would go higher. So it was the weakest. Uh, Interesting. So it ended up the weakest. It's because it had more resistance. Also, it did have more resistance that it had to first break this 0.25 level at the lower range, zero point 0.5 level of this lower range, and then it had to break 0.5 level of this upper range, which it broke and then came back down. Uh, Definitely that. And then it had this 15-minute CB to break as well. So yeah, it did have resistance. But for me personally, as of now, I think this is the answer. If I'll ponder on it. If I get another reason why it could be the answer, definitely uh, we'll put it in here. So we found the reason we lost this trade, right? We found the reason. As you can see, price went back into this lower range. So price is balanced now. Soon as it goes back up, We're looking for buys. We're not looking for it to go lower. If it goes lower, it's gonna be attacking. If it goes lower, it's gonna be attacking a lot of sell side liquidity. I said it live. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. It was nice. It was amazing showcasing my skills. Cheers.